We begin with the Grateful Dead, which was perhaps the world's leading psychedelic rock band. But beyond their music, this mythical group is best known for its community of fans, the Deadheads. One of them, Israeli rapper Sagol 59, decided to translate the band's songs to Hebrew. David Gombin met him, brought back this story.
What do Bill Clinton, Steve Jobs, and Keith Haring all have in common? The answer, all Deadheads. And what are Deadheads? They are the fans of the band The Grateful Dead. In the United States, speaking about psychedelic rock always leads to The Grateful Dead. In 1965 in San Francisco, this is the prime of the acid tests. Sessions of experimentation was LSD. During one of these sessions, a group was formed. A rock band was a very unique approach. Led by the charismatic guitarist Jerry Garcia, the Grateful Dead will be characterized by their longevity. 2,314 concerts until the death of Garcia in 1995. If 50 years later this group of psychedelic rock is still trendy, it is certainly thanks to the Deadheads. From the very beginning, these cheerful hippies followed their favorite band on the roads. These fans are renowned for their loyalty. In tune with the times of freedom, very early on, the group allowed and even encouraged its fans to record their performances. A fan club was formed, a newsletter was regularly distributed. Recordings are exchanged between Deadheads, making the band the most recorded band ever. These bootleg recordings are found today by tens of thousands on the internet. Egypt, UK, Istanbul, Tokyo, the Deadheads around the world can be found on the official site, where they exchange souvenirs, posters, and vintage audio tapes. In Israel, too, Deadheads gather to listen to the songs of their favorite band. But not only that. Sagol 59, a well-established, respected Israeli rapper, in addition to his love of his hip-hop beats and scratch, is also a Deadhead. A lover of written word, in his free time he translated Frank Zappa and Leonard Cohen. This year he released, along with New York-based musician Ami Yaris, The Promised Land.
About 2 years ago, I had the idea of singing The Grateful Dead in Hebrew. I began to read the words more carefully, listen to the words, and I saw that it can be done.
Promised Land is more than a compilation of translated songs. Sagol adapted and replaced American reference by Israeli ones. Utah becomes in Hebrew, the Carmel.
When I began translating, I took two major decisions. The first was to try to keep the sound of the words, so phonetically it's the same. The second was to make the translation relevant to Israel. It did not feel right to me to sing about places in the United States as if I had grown up there and was around in the 60s. It sounded fake.
Jerry Garcia in Hebrew, his widow at least, loved the idea. In the meantime, the Dead celebration continues with the meeting of surviving members for a handful of concerts this summer in Chicago and California. If you yourself are a Deadhead and you have already booked your tickets, then don't forget your recorder.